Hello and welcome to the finals of the ESL EU third tournament. We have Spectre down here in the bottom left playing as the Red Marines, and up here in the top we have we have the boy Bikerushownz in his ridiculous gold Eldar, which takes me by surprise every time I see this choice of colour. So, Bikerushownz going with a standard setup, and yeah, this will get fixed eventually. Don't worry, guys. Spectre going with quite a standard setup. Interesting choosing the librarian as his middle elite. I wonder if this is specifically because he is against Eldar, and Eldar likely won't be using any melee units. So looks like he got the typical Bone Singer teleport over this ridge to get the early point here, which he can put a listening post on and give him a possible advantage. He sent the Dire Avengers up there as well to immediately defend it, and has the Waygate set there. Both players have taken their back expansions and have put resource gens on there. And we have Spectre going with the mass scouts early. He actually has 4 scout squads out right now. And we can see two Dire Avenger squads, yep. I need to make sure before I make these random claims. But we now have 5 scout squads, so I'm interested to see. I'm assuming after 5 you've got to stop and make some assault marines. Is my theory. But he has no money to do it right now. Is he actually just saying that scouts are enough to get him to a late game point? Is he just saying that as long as he can keep, 1 or 2 of these points and get some generators up on them, he thinks he will have enough money to get a machine cult up and get some vehicles up here? Because these Dire Avengers, 40 range DPS normal, right? To 11. So you need 4 scout squads really to fight a single Dire Avenger squad, and Bikerushownz is going to have multiple, although I think he still only has 2 right now by the looks of it. So these 5 squads can maybe fight one of them with the stun grenades. Perhaps 5 squads is enough to fight 2 Dire Avenger squads, but I could very readily see more coming out. Oh, and the damage from the stun grenade takes out that last generator. That was very precisely done there from Spectre. I like that a lot. So slowing down Bikerushownz's economy a little bit, which is good, seeing as Bikerushownz has taken the economical and the military advantage right now. Having this third Dire Avenger squad comes out means that he absolutely would win a straight up fight between all of his forces and all of Spectre's forces. Have 1 scout squad that I don't know where it is. We have the 2 that are up here in the fight. We have 2 more coming up here. A third right down there. Oh, that's all 5, yeah. My maths is traditionally awful. They've taken this out now. These scout squads are very low and quite dangerous to be there. The standard is coming down the back. The third Dire Avenger squad is here though now. That's good stun. Bad plasma coming back. Another good stun. And oh, that plasma, oof, could have been a lot better there. But a good reaction from Spectre. And Spectre now has, both sides should now have their elites. So we should be seeing, yeah, Striker Scorpions down here. Bikerushownz likes to ignore the fights for Striker Scorpions, use them entirely as an aggressive squad to take down some of these side objectives with. And actually, they've come up in a fight immediately here against the kill team that have taken the rocket launcher, which I don't know is the best option to take here. Bikerushownz's Dire Avengers are also on the way to join in, and his Webway Gate is moving up here, whereas the scouts are coming around here to do some economic damage. And as much good as economic damage could do, I'm not sure you really want to lose your first elite this freely. His assault marines are desperately going to try and defend this, but now that the Dire Avengers are here, the kill team are going down. And this one assault marine squad is going to have to run away, and there it does. It just escapes, and this listening post can now go down. Although Bikerushownz sort of running around here. I'm not sure if he wants to specifically go for this. Scouts were not hitting his shield generator, but they have taken out his back expo. More assault marines coming out. Still hasn't upped the tech, but he's just coming up with enough minerals now, so it'll be interesting to see if he does tech. I'm not sure if that shows actually. Oh, Bikerushownz is available, so I hope that is correct and it shows that his economy is rough for it. But both are upgrading to tier 2 now, about the same time, about that 540 mark. Dire Avengers are going to come back here to take this top base. Striker Scorpions did come back here to restore health. I think Bikerush thinks now that he probably has this stronger army, although there are 2 Assault Marine squads out now. So 2 Assault Marine squads and 5 Scouts is now looking like much more what I would like in order to deal with this early. I'm very interested in trying out this style. I've seen Spectre doing it throughout this tournament and seems to be working, this whole idea of go with Scouts first. But now we have a big Dire Avenger force here, and the Striking Scorpions coming out to defend this. Bikerushownz does not want to lose all of these generators for free. I wonder where the other Assault Marines are. The other Assault Marines are just coming up behind here. Dire Avengers coming out behind the Scouts, but they're all going to be clumped up and they're going to get incredibly stunned. Some good plasma hits on half of these Scouts, but the Assault Marines now getting in there for free. The good counter jump from the Striking Scorpions, and this Assault Marines are going to need to jump out now. Other Assault Marines jumping in, but these Assault Marines are going to die anyway. The jump there doesn't catch anyone. A good stun on the Striking Scorpions, but Assault Marines back into the back. The Dire Avengers are losing health now, and I believe that was one squad of Dire Avengers going down there. So very good fight here from Spectre. Bikerushownz, I feel, however, would have come out of that head over heels ahead. Hand over, whatever. He would have come out way ahead if he had not had these Dire Avengers so clumped up at the start of that fight. And now the kill team is back, which means that he now is no longer an elite behind. And once again, he manages. Oh no, that was a. I saw it coming down this side, but he hasn't actually put it in front of the Striker Scorpions. And the Striker Scorpions are going to rip apart these generators. This is what Striker Scorpions do best, and what Bikerushownz has been using them for throughout most of the tournament. Just send them out on their own and just kill generators in the backline. His Dire Avengers, he trusts to hold out the rest of the fight. They're all sitting back here, getting reinforced at the moment. And he's getting both the Soul Shrine and the Sky Portal coming up at the same time. Shield generator popped in by the Striker Scorpions, but they have now seen these Marines coming down. I'm interested in the fact that they used the rocket launcher. I'm wondering if that is just in preparation for the late game. If he thinks I am a good enough player to keep these guys alive, and so I don't need the flamer for early. I just want the rocket launcher for later. That could be a reasonable reason to just take the rocket launcher immediately, because obviously you want the flamer early on overall, I think, but if you're planning to never lose them, then if they have the flamer late game, then they're just gonna end up becoming useless. So it might make sense to put this rocket on there, although I would prefer to have a slightly useless tac squad later rather than to get that excellent flamer early on. So Striker Scorpions coming back in here. They've actually Wellway Gate has died, but they're gonna take this out. This looks like it will perhaps fall, but we do have the first Falcon out, and we've seen throughout this tournament how incredibly powerful Falcons are, and the machine coal is only just going up. So for quite a while here, the Marine player is really going to have nothing to deal with this Falcon. The rocket launcher from the kill team will be a good start, but I'm not sure if that on its own can really fight a Falcon. This Falcon's just going to come up here and absolutely annihilate these 2 scout squads that were left behind to deal damage to here. The rest of his army is coming up to try and attack these Striker Scorpions. The drop in there of just tac marines by the looks of it. That's good to see. Just saving his power for the units from the machine cult. Drop some tax down there to stop taking any damage from the striker scorpions. But now the Falcon has caught the kill team in the background, and the striker scorpions getting on it so that the kill team could not fight back made it very safe. And now the librarian is here, putting up some defenses, trying to keep his men alive. He has now attack squad and assault marine squad, 2 scout squads in his librarian, making some more scout squads to make up for the ones he lost before. Scout squads have cleared out these energy points, or power points right now. It is power. I always get mixed up between power and energy for some reason. I don't know what game has energy that I'm thinking of, but librarian now gonna throw some shots at this. I don't think he wins that 1v1, but the kill team were kept alive, which is very useful because they do have that rocket launcher. They are going to be a useful tool against the Falcon. And although he doesn't have any units out from it yet, he does have the machine cut up and ready, making another tac squad, which we can check these buildings. Oh, it does look like the tac squad might be coming from here. I would assume that he would want to keep them in a drop pod, especially as, at least according to this, he still has a drop pod open. It's just Bone Singer trying to hold up these scouts. We have the Falcon now roaming the map. Bikerushownz should have essentially entire map pressure with this Falcon. He's got some of these Dire Avenger squads still alive, but they are slightly bruised. These scouts now, if he can get vision on them using the Bone Singer, these scouts will just die. But now these scouts that we're actually shooting are just going to die instead. 3 hits. 3 hits from that main cannon, and they are just down. With the second resource point taken out here, there are now 2 resource points in the hand of Spectre, but he does not have any generators on them. He's building that 1 power generator. He has a lot of resources, so he can throw down a power generator on every point he captures, although he has not put one on here yet. And he can pump out some more tactical marines and still be building up towards getting some of these. You only need 150 at most minerals for anything from here, and I'm assuming he's going to be getting land speeders, so I would honestly like to see him with power gen being made here, with more marines being put down. Bikerushownz has the whole map, essentially, has 2 full resource points up here, and has this smaller one in the back. He has 2 Falcons out now. Incredibly strong force, and look at this minerals banking up for Spectre. Spectre really needs to spend them on something. Landspeeder is now en route, and you see the Landspeeder has taken it down to 800 requisition, which means he could have made 2 tactical squads and still have got his Landspeeder out at the same time. I really do not like how much requisition Spectre is hovering. He's now started to make something up here. We can see how much minerals he lost. It looks like he may have made something else in a drop pod, probably a scout squad, but we can't see that because the UI. This shield gen looks like it's gonna go down now. If we head over to the Bikerushownz side, Bikerushownz with his minerals still a little bit high, but I believe these do cost a bit more minerals. Yeah, they do. 175. He's saving up for these. Still would like to see him more consistently adding some Dire Avengers in, but Bikerushownz has shown quite consistently through the tournament that once he gets to this stage where he's got Vipers, in this case Mass Vipers, probably add some no, Falcons. Mass Falcons probably add some Vipers on when he sees the Landspeeder out. He has shown consistently that he just believes in stopping all Dire Avenger production, even if they could be helpful here and there. He just thinks at the end of the game they are not powerful enough at all. So this little army coming down here, this is going to be most of his army now. He does have these squads here who are just sitting up to get reinforced, but this Landspeeder is his most powerful tool right now, along with his heroes. We've seen Kaya come out as well from the Eldar. Going to pull the Landspeeder in here, although I don't know how much that's actually going to get done to the Landspeeder, as the Landspeeder can move away pretty safely. The Smash managed to land on the Landspeeder, which did take quite a lot of damage over it. But a good slow grenade there. Kaya is still desperately trying to get to that land speeder. And he's just being stopped by the other heroes. Kaya has now lost all of his shield and is going to start losing health. This guy can die pretty quickly when he doesn't have his shield up. Oh, but he's in the smoke and they didn't have vision of it. His pull didn't go far enough then. Holy Standard's coming down, but now there are 3 Vipers here, and that's just going to demolish this. The wall is going up, which will stop them from dying for a bit. But what are they really going to get out of this? I don't think they're even going to manage to take down one of these Falcon shields with the GPS that they have. There are some troops on the other side of the map going to push down this listening post, but with a 4th Falcon being added in, both of these heroes are going to go down. And this is looking like... right now, right now, just put your hands up. You didn't get the tech late enough. You didn't manage to fight these Falcons enough. And the first game goes over to Bikerushownz.